Our top focus is the 18th SAARC summit that has just concluded in Kathmandu. What we're now going to show to you. Deputy Editor Smita Sharma now joins me on the phone line. Smita, the 18th SAARC summit finally concluding. Take us through the big takeaways that you have observed over the last 2 days.
Vedika, really, as far as the SAARC summit is concerned, the one big takeaway was finally having that energy grid pact in place. Remember, even this hasn't come through easy. There have been various twists and turns, really, given the fact that first Pakistan was not on board. There were 3 agreements that we were looking at, really, that omnibus agreement on motor vehicles, on railway linkages between countries. This is not going to be like, a binding document, but it's more like a policy framework, because bilaterally you can do a lot of agreements. Sometimes having, a multilateral sort of an agreement or a framework is an enabler, is a facilitator. So clearly towards this, of course, SAARC has finally managed, after all that drama and suspense, that whether Pakistan will finally block all these agreements. The energy pact was signed at that concluding ceremony where, in fact, the Nepal the delegation was really sort of pressurizing everybody because, this SAARC summit was being organized here after a gap of 3 years. This country has also been undergoing a lot of political transformations. For them, it was important to be seen as coming out with some sort of an outcome. They are now hoping that the other 2 agreements would be sorted out in the next 2 months. And obviously, that handshake also that we just saw, of course, between Nawaz Sharif and Narendra Modi, which was clearly missing yesterday. New Delhi giving that snub to Islamabad by holding bilateral talks with all the heads of state except for Islamabad. But today, that handshake, at least in public, out there on the stage.
Also, what I can assess sitting here in the studio as far as those visuals from the SAARC summit is concerned, Smita, is that there seems to be this relief amongst the other nation leaders with that handshake, because you have been telling us that for the last 2 days, the other country leaders have been pushing for some kind of interaction between Nawaz Sharif and Narendra Modi.
Clearly, there is this sort of a narrative which is undergoing here. In fact, this feeling that is SAARC really completely redundant? Is SAARC is always overshadowed by the relationship between India and Pakistan? If it is always dominated by the fact that if New Delhi and Islamabad really greet each other or not, these kind of questions. So perhaps these questions of redundancy. And, Vidika, if I may just interrupt you, I can see Prime Minister Narendra.
All right, Smita, I'm going to let you go there.
Vidika, if you can hear me, I can just tell you that Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who just walked into the hotel, and in fact some Pakistani journalists tried getting a reaction from him. Since you are Pakistan, when are you coming to Pakistan? He only smiled and just walked away. So clearly, even in the perhaps wanting after this handshake.
All right, Smita, there seems to be a problem with your line there. We'll try and reconnect with you. But Smita telling us that Narendra Modi has just entered his hotel, and that's where some Pakistani journalists had asked him when he would be visiting Pakistan. He only met that question with a smile as his answer. We've seen Narendra Modi be extremely cautious over the last 2 days, especially yesterday, which was 26/11, the Mumbai attacks anniversary, the 6th anniversary of the Mumbai attacks, where he did not even acknowledge the presence of Nawaz Sharif. There to the left of your screens, you can see what I'm talking about. There was a chill in the air all of yesterday when Nawaz Sharif and Narendra Modi did not even exchange any pleasantries. But today, at the end of the 18th summit, they did shake hands, and all smiles around them when they did.